Hi guys, and welcome back to Strive to Survive, episode 19. So in this episode, we're going to be working on our cocoa farm. So we're going to head out, start work on that. I've done a little bit of work off camera, just not very much at all though. It's basically I did a little bit of a step-up pattern here, and we'll fill it in today. That way we're not doing a whole bunch of digging on camera. So our cocoa farm over here is working out pretty well, but we want to do something on a grander scale. So this is what I have planned. I took that area that we were working on last episode, and I did blocks of basically 4 high and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. So I would go up 4 here, then go back a layer, go up 4 more, go back a layer, and keep going. Before we actually get started, the first thing I want to do is on this bottom layer I want to put an extra row down, and using the super shovel is probably a bad idea, so let's go ahead and dig it out manually. This extra row in, and you'll see what that's for at the very end. Actually, I did that completely wrong there. It's actually this row that we wanted to dig out, not the one I just dug out. So that's my bad, but it's easily fixed. So there we go. So what we're going to do though, excuse me, is we're going to fill this entire wall in using the jungle wood. But obviously we want to stack it straight up and down like this. So we go all the way up and then just repeat that. Keep going. It's going to take a lot of jumping around obviously to do, but I'll just do the first layer here, and then I'll show you guys what it's going to look like. So you'll basically have a wall like that of the jungle wood. And then basically what you're going to do, I'll show you real quickly. We'll grab this cocoa, and yep, there we go. We'll be planting the cocoa actually on this wall. So that's why they're only 4 high, because then we can go up to this level, stand on this jungle wood, and plant all the cocoa here. So we'll just go like that. We might go through and do some sort of design on this later on. I'm not sure exactly. For now, yeah, we're just gonna go straight up with this jungle wood. So I'll do that until I get to the top, guys, and then I will catch back up with you and we'll move on to the next step. So I'll see you in just a little bit. Okay guys, so we are up at the top now. And you can see all I've done is just filled in this wall with wood. So we'll head down to the bottom real quick. Yeah, so it's basically just a wall of wood right now. What we're gonna want to do next, I mean, we're gonna have water that flows down through this, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of modification here, because if we don't, the water will just, as it stands, it'll just wash away all these ladders. So we don't want that, but actually what I'm going to do for the time being is I'm actually going to go to the top and wash away the ladders, that way I don't have to break them each and every one. But then I'm going to fill in with stone bricks, so it'll be like, well, apparently it actually will not wash away the ladders because of the way ladders work in Minecraft. So we could probably leave it the way it is, but I think this is going to look a little bit sloppier, and the cocoa will probably get stuck at the top of these areas like this. So we're going to need to get rid of these ladders, which is kind of going to be a pain. But let me show you what I have planned here. So we'll go like that. We'll go ahead and we won't need any more jungle wood right now, but we'll go ahead and go like that on both sides. So this will get replaced here just for aesthetic purposes. Like that. And then our ladders will go on the front of this. Does that make sense? Should they go on the front, or should they be separate? We might just go over here and put our ladder to get to the top like a service entrance. I'll have to think about that, and I think that's what I'll do is go over one more and put our ladders on the side there. Maybe just going right up here. So go ahead and knock out these ladders as well. And then just go like that. And we'll probably go back. I don't think I brought any with me. Of course I didn't. But we'll probably go back and put some half slabs here, just so that there's no chance of something spilling off onto it. So let's go ahead and keep going up here. And I think what we'll do is just go ahead and go straight up. Although that might make it a little bit hard. I'm kind of designing this on the fly, if you guys can't tell, but if we build it straight up like that and don't build it in the contours, it's going to make it really hard to reseed this wall. So trying to think here. It's probably best to have the ladder where we had it, only because otherwise it's going to be really hard when you're trying to, of course, when you're trying to do the reseeding. Come on, you can break. There we go. Yeah, but it's going to be really hard if you're trying to reseed to just get to everything. So if we put it right here, we should be okay. And I think, do we want to go one higher than that? Maybe not. We'll see. Let's go ahead and fill this back in. Not with those blocks. With those. There we go. That's better. Okay. So yeah. I'm just gonna go up. Do this over here as well. And then do the same thing on the other side. Like I was saying, just to make it look a little bit nicer. But this still allows us to, well, in theory, it allows us to go out and replant the wall pretty easily. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to work on, guys. And once I have this kind of prettied up a little bit, I'll catch back up with you. So, see you in a bit. Alright guys, we're back, and I went and grabbed a few more resources. It actually took me all night to figure out what I wanted to do here, but let me show you what I've done so far. And I think this is kind of a better design. It's going to keep things from spilling out, and it's going to make it a lot easier to replant. So basically, we want to go 5 up. Well, these are still all 4. Nothing's changed there. We're going to go 5 up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On that level, which is 1 level above the top of this, you want to build a little platform, excuse me again, that goes out here. And this would be a good place to place a glowstone block if you wanted to for some light. And I just repeated this platform design all the way up. I haven't actually finished this part, but that's good because you can see exactly what I did. You want to go up by 1 there, place your ladder on the outside there, so now it's even with this platform. And I've just gone along and placed, the stone bricks on that side as well. So we'll go up one more here. Just keep repeating our platform design here. And once we get this done, we'll be ready to move on to the next step, which is going to be using some half slabs. At the top, I haven't done anything yet, only because I'm not sure what I want to do, because I know I'm going to use pistons for this. So for now, I'm just going to leave that alone. We're going to need a workbench out here, so let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to need some more half slabs, so that should be enough for right about now. I'm thinking what I want to do is go up one higher than this. So fill that in and come across like this with half slabs. Now what should happen is water should be able to flow down in here pretty easily, but I'm a little bit worried that if we do this, then everything's going to get stuck on top of these half slabs, so maybe we just won't. I was just thinking for the convenience of planting, that might be nice, but it might not be necessary at all, to be honest. And let's see, maybe we should just try this out and see how it works. I'm gonna need to eat something. Eat some bread here real quick. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I wanted to do glass around this structure, so let's see how we're gonna do this. Probably starting at this level is not the best idea, but maybe we'll go like something like this, and then do glass. Then it's 2 away from everything. I think 1 away would be okay. The only problem with that is if we go 1 away, if I was to say place glass on this level right here, then we would have no place to walk to go ahead and replant this farm. Very interesting. So maybe we put the glass on this level like that. How does that work? Does that look okay? Probably not, but let's take a step back real quick and see how that looks. Yeah, that looks pretty terrible, to be honest. So I think I'm gonna rip that out. But we do need that 1 level there. Sorry, glass, I know I'm wasting you, but yeah, we do need this level with the light on it, just so we have some place to walk when we're trying to plant. Another solution would be to walk on the trunks of the trees, but I just don't think that's such a great idea. It turns out this farm is actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. But let me show you exactly what I have planned for the top here. So if we dump some water here, basically it's going to flow down. It'll stop at our bottom here, and essentially would have all 5 taken up there. So that's the basic plan. So then you can see I was going to half slab across here. Let me grab some half slabs. I'll show you what that would have looked like. So you can see it doesn't stop the water. My only fear though is that if there was something hanging here and we dump water, it would end up on top of these half slabs. Other than that, I think that would have been a really cool design to have, you know, glass in front right here. And yes, I know I'm wasting glass, but this is what I originally had planned, was glass here, a little walkway here, and maybe that doesn't really matter, because we're gonna have to come back up here to replant anyways. So maybe we would just, you know what, that's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna go with my original design. I'm gonna go ahead and fill that in like this. This layer right here will be glass, like that. That layer will be half slabs. Let me grab my bucket of water. Hopefully I have enough glass to do this now. And I'm just going to rinse and repeat that all the way up. So let me work on that, guys. I'll see how well it works or how well it doesn't work, and then I'll catch back up with you guys and we'll work on the piston part of this project. So see you in a bit. Alright guys, so we're back again, and I've followed that pattern all the way up. So basically we've got our row that was already in place. We've built glass on top, so there's 3 layers of glass on it. And there's half slabs across the center here. Had to go back, get some more resources, didn't have enough, but we got it done now. Now I'm going to work on the piston part of this. At the top here, I've just continued our current design. So I think what we want to do here is go ahead and grab some pistons, put them there, and we want them to face us. So yeah, like that. So all 5 of them are going to be like that, and we need all of these pistons to be powered on. So let's put some, we need a little bit of space here. And we'll go ahead and connect that using some redstone. Get rid of this snow. Okay. And let's, just to make sure, let's put a torch. So good. We know that that's going to be fully extended there. And this is going to hold our water. So let's go ahead and build the little water containment area. Thought for a second there I was falling to my imminent doom, but turns out no. There we go. That should be plenty good for that. We are going to have to place a block there. And that actually might be okay for us to just walk around there if we need to do maintenance. But yeah, so that will have our water in it. So we'll have to put this on some sort of switch that goes down the mountain here. But so far, so good. Let's go ahead and run this down. Actually, there might be a better way to do this. If we come over here, let's do that. If we come over this way, how could we? So that doesn't power it, but I'm sure that if we, let's get some dirt. I'm sure if we go like this and put a torch on that, playing with redstone, always fun. If we put a torch like this, that does power it, and that unpowers it. So now we can just basically go through, you know, alternating it like that to bring the current all the way down until we get to our switch. So it's going to be a little bit of a pain digging this and then figuring out which way it actually needs to go. but we'll get it figured out, guys. And I'll catch up with you when we're at the bottom. Basically, we're just going to do torch, block, torch, block, torch, block until we get to where we want to put our button down here, or a lever. So I'll work on that, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so I'm pretty sure I've got this figured out now. Basically, did the torch repeater trick all the way down. When you get to the bottom, you'll actually have to make this work correctly and function off a switch, you'll have to do a repeater facing into the block below the switch rather than having another torch down here, because if you feed a line of redstone with the torch, no matter what way you have the lever, it'll always be on. So that's why we've got it like this. I need to invert the signal though, so I think I'll do that right here. Actually, I could do it right there. And the way you invert it is just put the redstone torch right there, and that should do it just fine for us. So now when we flip this down, shuts off. Okay, so perfect. So when it's in the up position like this, the gate should be closed up here, keeping the water from coming down. So let's go make sure that's the case, and they definitely are. I know it's kind of a pain, but let's flip the switch and check that now they're open. Sure looks like it. Yep, they are open. So some basic redstone work there. Now we'll have to, cover that all in, but that'll be fine. I can do all that off camera. Thank God for feather falling boots, because otherwise that would have really hurt. So yeah, now it's just a matter of testing this out, really. So we've got some stuff on the wall down here. Let's go and fill up our... Oh, it's still open. We need it to be closed. Let's go ahead and fill that up before it gets dark out. We can already hear zombies coming, so we need to start hustling, because I'm sure that creepers or something are going to spawn up here and make it a very bad day. Let's see, we've got 2 buckets of water. We'll make ourselves an infinite water supply up here that we'll get rid of later. One there, one there. There we go. Okay, perfect. So we've got our little water supply filled in. Let me fill my water buckets back up. We don't need that anymore, so we'll fill it in. That is one thing. I really hope that water doesn't freeze. That could be problematic. So I guess we'll see how that works. But let's go down and test this. Okay, so flip the switch. We should have water coming down. Looks like we're good. And it should knock the cocoa off and put it down in this little trough that we've built here. So we'll see once this water clears up. Oh, we've got nasties coming. What happened to my arrow? Apparently I'm just... Wow, okay. Terrible shot today. That water is literally taking forever. Ooh. Oh, that was bad. But yeah, the cocoa's down here, so that's good. Come here. I know, you're pissed. Well, let's get up against this wall. I see you. You coming back? I lit you on fire and now you're upset? Well, I mean, I guess, guys, this is pretty much what this is going to look like. I'll do a little bit more modification, probably put some hoppers in down here, but that's the basic design. So yeah, let me go sleep the night away, guys, and I'll catch back up with you in a little bit once I've kind of fancified this a little bit. So see you in a bit. Alright guys, so to finish this up, you can see I've put hoppers down here. There's actually hoppers under these half slabs too. And half slabs, items go through half slabs, it's just like our chicken farm over here. So basically I can dump the water down here, it'll essentially get stuck. It's the same as placing signs here almost, where the water will continue trying to flow into this, but all the items should actually end up, and I'll demonstrate by throwing this bucket of water. It should end up in that chest, and it does. So what we should be able to do now is plant this wall and hopefully get some decent spawns. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to plant the wall and see how much stuff actually gets stuck on it, and I'll catch back up with you once we're done with that test. So see you in a bit. Alright guys, so we are finally back, and I've planted pretty much everything I had. I've done a couple of cosmetic changes, just made that wall out of stone here. Put some glowstone here to indicate where the chest goes. In case anyone was wondering, these hoppers do flow under this block right here, which is a full block, and these are all half slabs, but it flows under there, around there. You can see the last hopper feeding into the chest right there. So that's how that works. I planted 74 cocoa beans because that was all I had. It wasn't enough to do the entire wall. You can see at the very top there, the whole top layer is not planted at all, and I think one layer of that second row isn't planted. And you can see some of these aren't fully grown, like that one over there. But this should be a pretty decent estimate of how much we're going to get. I also went up to the top and I enclosed the redstone apparatus. That way if a creeper was to blow up there, there'd be less likelihood of it getting damaged. So you can see all this extra cobble, and the water was freezing up here. So hopefully I put this glass over top and enclosed it a little bit in the hopes that maybe it won't freeze, because this piece right here had frozen. So far so good. I'm going to go test this though. So like I said, we started with 74. This entire level is not planted. It's actually really easy to plant this using these levels here. This level is missing 2 at the very bottom there. But other than that, it's completely done. Some of these have not grown, like we saw, but I think this will still be a pretty good estimate of how successful this is. So let's throw the switch and see what happens. Hopefully not too much gets stuck on our little walkways. We'll see in a second though. So we'll give it a second. Once we don't see anything else falling, then we'll go ahead and shut the water off. I think it's pretty much done. So let's go ahead and turn it off and see what we got. And it looks like we might have some problems at the bottom here where it's not actually going into the hoppers. The hoppers probably should have been one row back. But that's easy enough to fix. Let's see. We did get 10 that floated into the hoppers. Let's go up a little bit and see what's going on here. So the water's done. Yeah, we do have some that got trapped here. And let's just kind of take a quick assessment of how many actually got trapped. Okay, none's going to be up there because we didn't plant any up there. So it's not perfect. Maybe there might be a revision 2 of this, but I don't think it's that bad. Let's see. So we lost 20 on the walkways there. And we know we need to move the hoppers back a row. So I'll do that, guys, off camera. because like I said, the hoppers are right here right now, and I was hoping that it would flow down that way. In retrospect, those probably would have had to been down one more level for that to work. So that's my bad. I'll just move the hoppers out a row to right there, and we should be able to get all this. Let's see how many we actually got there. That's not bad for starting off with 74. We got three stacks plus I think there's another little bit right here. Yeah, there's 10 right there. So yeah, we got 2 extra stacks from that, which is about the output I would expect from a cocoa farm. And this should be an easy enough problem to fix. I'll just rip out this row of hoppers and move it back one row. So, but that's it, guys, for this episode. Thanks for sticking with me through this cocoa farm. I'll get it all set up again, and we'll go from there. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.